Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your magic moon message. This is the peace dealer. Moon in Leo, sun 0 degrees Aries. It's going to be 1 degree later tonight. Happy birthday, Aries. All right. I've learned you're on trial. You're going to beat the allegations. Okay. The North Node destiny's on your side. So just stand on your two. All right. Joke aside, that's not really a joke. Welcome to the spring equinox, the forward movement, bearing in a brand new season as we step into the next cycle. I like to use the analogy of a television show cycle that, of course, has seasons. And you can break down these seasons and... Those are my dogs. You can break this season down. You can break this season down, of course, in 2-year intervals, 3-month intervals. I like to do yearly intervals. Every year is its own season. And we just finished the 2022-2023 season. Or rather, we just finished the 2023-2024 season. Now we're kicking off the 2024-2025 season. Okay, I like to use this model. Every year is its own television season in 4 parts, 4 mini seasons within the yearly season. So the first part of every new season is the activation. Okay, we're gone off the death of winter, and we activate new themes. We introduce new characters. Welcome to Aries season. I am. And 90 days from that, 90 days, 90 degrees, we finish season 1 of course, the yearly season, and we step into the second phase, integration. The seeds we planted through this activation grow from the ground. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. We step into summer, of course. And then, of course, fall, we have the breakthrough season. This brings us into the climax of the season every year. Of course, Libra, Scorpio, and Sag, we start to break through and harvest what seeds we planted. Hence why fall is opposite spring. And then we have winter, the conclusion, where we review on what the season taught us throughout the last year. Of course, we experienced this at the end of our calendar year. And then we have the beginning of the next year, which counts as the last part of the original season. So we're back, guys. We're starting a brand new season. We've had time over the last Pisces season, the last 30 days, to reflect and review what we've learned. And, continue to trust in the magic of new beginnings. The new moon in Aries is going to kick off power. We're going to start this off with an eclipse. And then by the end of the week, a full moon eclipse that's going to prepare you over the next 2 weeks to actually define your character relative to how you balance it with other people. In preparation for that, it's a very great blessing that we're starting this Leo season off, this Aries and Fruitian. Leo, it's not your turn yet. We're going to get there. It's going to be a hot summer. Aries season off with the moon in Leo coming out of Cancer. Taking the boldness of your raw authenticity that you are carving awareness through over the next 30 days, feeling the courage and passion of Leo to inspire you to express yourself with fun and passion without abandon. Okay, this is now in this Leo signature, signature of fun. This is what gives us the signature of expressing one's talents. Because when you're expressing what you really love, or when you're expressing it with your full capability, this enables you now to come into the strength of, let's say, your max, right? Your max rep. That's what I like to see 5th house Leo transits as. If the 3rd house Gemini is going to activate the ability and the skill, well, the 5th house takes that ability to its max. What's the best you can play that guitar? What's the best you can play that piano? And then Virgo, we're going to integrate that. We're going to take that max and we're going to consistently integrate that into our habits based on that max. Okay, so with that being said, have fucking fun. Really remind yourself who you are based off of what your own inspiration and passion leads you to, guides you to. It's a very swaggy day. It's a very passionate, signature that we have here. The moon in Leo, of course, will be squaring Jupiter and Uranus in Taurus, reminding you in the pursuit of understanding, because Leo is the performer on stage, and understanding your quality of performance and feeling how much more courageous. Like a transit like this is you getting ready to perform your favorite song that you have memorized and you know by heart. Leo is the heart, Aquarius is the mind. So like everyone has that song that they know by heart, and it's exciting when you're on that karaoke stage or when you're performing and you love it. You love to sing. It brings joy. Really pretend that this is one of such those days. How would you perform this? And the square to Taurus is telling you that, yeah, you want to, of course, make sure you're performing right, but don't sacrifice your individual nature. Don't sacrifice eccentric, quirky parts of yourself in an effort to look cooler or to appeal more to others. Of course, on the other end, don't be too eccentric that you put other people off, but this will enable you to take the Taurus moon conjunction we had last week, and it's going to break those seeds out the ground. Of course, the pressure of bringing in your natural quality is going to, challenged by Leo, see how you balance what you keep to yourself, what you give to others, how the strength of your unique value reflects in your performance. Because the more confidence you have in yourself, Taurus, the more confidence you'll have expressing that towards other people. All right, if you have a weak second house, if you have a weak Taurus and you don't believe in yourself, then how am I going to sing my favorite song if I don't have belief in myself? But if I have a strong sense of confidence, you know what I'm saying? If I'm like a Kanye West where nobody can tell me anything, I'm going to perform my ass off. So really, really, really be mindful of that, because this is going to update you relative to this previous cycles, how much stronger you are. Okay, the moon trining Chiron in the North Node in Aries is aligning, of course, what the moon in Aqua 2 weeks ago gave us knowledge of what approach we want to take, developing our character, and now we're going to actually perform that. Now we're going to actually, complete that by directing our character towards where we're guided to. And it's okay if that's in a new direction, because this is a new cycle and we're stepping, I love jaywalking, and we're stepping into, the next season. When you watch a television show, you're not trying to see the character revisit lessons he or she already learned in a previous season. So the first 90 days, the next 90 days opens up newness, freshness. It opens up an opportunity to take your character in a new direction or to maintain the current direction, whether in new ways or just reinforced ways. And you want to open up to possibilities before you decide that things are already set. Open your mind, okay? Especially as, the whole notion of us going through this Aries transit is going to develop our character based on the individual actions we take. So Libra, the opposite sign, integrates these character developments by now making us aware of the social actions we take with other people because of what we did now. So everything we're doing now to start the season off, and this is the objective component to it. Everyone's going to be hit with an experience. You're going to make the decision to take actions individually based on your response to these experiences. The actions you take coming from an authentic or inauthentic place define your character. You're going to be taking these actions over the next 30 days. The actions you take over the next 30 days, that's what you sowed. In 6 months from now in Libra, those are going to be the actions you reap towards other people. Okay, so make sure that the seeds you're sowing reflect who you want to be and who you are. Okay, who you actively identify as, not based off of illusions in your head, but actions you are taking expressed through this construct, reality, whatever you want to call it. Take advantage of the excitement. The moon going through Leo and the social signs will inspire you to integrate this individuality through social interaction even if it's socializing with yourself. Don't be afraid to get out your comfort zone. Okay. This is going to lead into the moon in Virgo. That Virgo signature is going to immediately integrate everything we've activated since the new moon in Pisces. So we're getting ready to convert our belief and perspective into action. It is go time. The time for review. It's not like you have to wait for this to take action, but it's good to know the time for review is over, and you will be more inspired to push forward and just make sure that whatever you're doing, the challenge of the North Node is challenging you. Don't do what you're doing because other people are pressuring you to do it, unless that's what you want to do, please. All right, this can save your life. Make sure it is coming from an authentic place. It's less about if that's right or wrong, or if you have all the details or answers. You can analyze that later. Go in the direction that is authentic to who you are, and by taking these actions, this will be revealed. All right. Once again, I hope you enjoy this transit, as the heat and the passion of Leo will also really uncover and unfold what it is you do love, maybe in ways you've never approached it before. And now, the most important part about this Aries season is that with the nodes, what we did in Libra was unlocking a lot of power and early childhood lessons or development we gained from early childhood. And now that we're in the Aries component 6 months later, this is going to complete the unlocking of your power. We're getting ready to harvest that. If you think the seeds we sowed 6 months ago with the South Node in Libra are now harvesting through Aries. And what are they harvesting as? With the new moon in Aries, new powers. Okay, new powers that reflect the level up you recently had. So of course, when you level up, this opens up the space to come into an improvement of your current abilities or to learn new abilities. And that's really what this activation is going to really set. You spent the last year starting a new evolution cycle in Aries. And so this is the last final part of chapter 1. Before May, we step into chapter 2. And the last part of chapter 1 through this Aries season, relative to last year where you initially headed in the direction towards who you're becoming, this is how you read a story, and at the end of chapter 1, you realize, oh, this is actually who I am, even though there were hints throughout the whole chapter. So that's going to look like unlocking this next level of your abilities and how you harness your power. And I think it's going to be a very empowering season that will take your sense of who you are outside of fantasy or imagination or thoughts, and be more expressed passionately and authentically through your actions. Okay. Once again, be open to new mysteries, to new directions, to new ideas, and hey, have as much fun as you can. Empowerment is a major theme during this period with the nodes, and as everyone plays their individual part, it will all connect collectively to the whole. You guys stay blessed as always, and until next time.